the heck is going on here? What up, everybody? It's another post-game show. Is this the second post-game show? Second, yeah, the second game, right? Second post-game show of the new season here. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through a little everything, to be honest with you, because to me, I'm gonna be honest. There's not really that much to unpack in this game. Some people are gonna disagree with me in that, but truly, at the end of the day, it was a good game overall. There were some mistakes that were made, obviously, in certain situations, but overall, great play. So let me bring on everybody. We got a whole crew today. Just like that.
What to do?
Hello.
Got everybody here today.
Oh, what's up?
Who we got? Tori, Leo, Keegan, Day, Chris, Mike. Welcome. Just to jump. Quick question before we get into our whole spiel of shit that everybody kind of wants to talk about. I just want a quick overall thought of the game, like a thumbs up, and in the middle, or a thumbs down. Give me something. Everybody, give me something. What are we doing? In the middle. Okay. All right, Mike. All right, I like that. Why? What? I just want to know your thumbs up. You're the only person that put a thumbs up.
I'm not concerned, and I was saying it in the chat the other day. Us losing was an anomaly. It's an exception to the rule. We're not going to lose games like that, man. We weren't supposed to lose that game. It's not a big deal. They got things they have to fix, and we all know we're going to talk about the red zone, but they're going to be able to fix them. We'll be straight.
And to your point, Mike, to be honest with you, I agree with you to a sense that the anomaly was we did exactly what, I want to put this as the offense did exactly what it was supposed to. Tons of yards, and then now red zone offense torched, completely opposite of what we normally do.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Anomaly. There it is. Boom. Done. So, do you think that this is going to be consistent? Because I don't even. That's where I'm not concerned about, in a sense of our offense, is the red zone. I think Ben will figure it out. I think we had he had a bad game to your point in the red zone specifically, which made it that, because what we're used to seeing, guys, in the red zone, we're used to seeing Ben being very creative with what he was doing in the red zone. He's very creative with what he does. I didn't see none of that shit. I see the very inefficient way to play red zone offense.
And to be fair, mistakes are made always too. No matter what team you are, mistakes will always be made.
That's true, but what Mike is saying, Keegan, is we are not going to struggle in the red zone throughout this entire season. It's gonna click at some point. And Sunday's game in that red zone, it was so weird. If you go back and watch every red zone trip we had, the play calling was extremely weird.
It was definitely off. It didn't seem the type of what we're used to.
It was vanilla.
As hell. And Goff was constantly forcing things in the red zone. Mm-hmm. And that's the other thing. The one that was floating around Twitter, where he threw the double coverage out route to J-Mo. If that's Tim Patrick's wide open on the circus route coming back to the back of the end zone. He's literally wide open, right? If that's Josh Reynolds, does he throw that ball? Does he not trust? You know what I'm saying? What weird? That's fucking weird. Because typically, how many times we've seen it last year? Read right, not open, right to the middle of the back of the end zone to somebody.
First down touchdown Reynolds.
That's what I'm saying. It was just so fucking weird. So weird. But anyways.
Look, I got something to say.
Go ahead.
Everybody else, I seen everybody else put thumbs up, thumbs to the side, all that. I put thumbs down. I was not happy with it at all. We got away with what we do best, man, is pound the rock, and we did not. There's no excuse for Goff to come out there and sling that thing 55, 56 times the way he did. I don't know what that game plan was on Sunday. I understand they were missing a bunch of guys in the secondary, man, but there's no reason that Goff needs to be dropping back 55 times, man. That's not our offense at all. Like, I
agree with
understand
that,
kind
bro.
of shying away with it because of the big guy in the middle and in Vita Vea, and he was kind of kicking Frank's ass all day long. The last guy was getting his ass kicked all day long. But, man, even when Vita Vea went out, we still kept throwing the ball around, man. I don't understand that at all. Like, it was so damn frustrating to sit here. And, yeah, every week we want to say, oh, yeah, we're going to come out slinging the rock. Okay, we slung the rock, but when we say that, we expect it to be balanced, man. And we were so not balanced on Sunday, dude. And it was piss poor to watch. And I honestly think, yeah, we had a chance to win that game, but we had no business winning that game with the way our offense looked and our game plan. Honestly, just knowing how this team plays in and week out.
And it wasn't the defense. It sure wasn't the defense.
Wasn't the defense.
Defense looked awesome.
Yeah, that is
I
a
got
very
no
good
complaints.
offense.
No complaints against the defense.
They're going to be a top.
Hutch is a
offense all
beast,
year
dude.
long. Yep. So I want to jump in, our little first thing to talk about, because I think this is super important for the future. Here going forward, DJ Reader, what our expectations were compared to what happened. What are we feeling? We'll start Keegan or Leo. Actually, Leo.
DJ Reader. So I will probably be doing a study with Aleem and DJ Reader, particularly because I want to see what how Aleem is playing next to him. But they both played pretty damn well. There was a couple plays where they were both in the same A gap. So I want to say that they were probably meant to stunt. But he's a difference maker for sure.
Yeah, DJ Reader to me did exactly what he did. What I wanted to see out of the snaps that he got. To be fair, it allowed a lot of pressure from the places that we thought it would. Like, look at the game that Hutch. I know it's kind of weird, 4.5, whatever.
5.5.
So, 5.5. So what I'm saying is,
no, 4.5. Right.
Yeah, it was 4.5.
They changed. I thought they saw something where it's like 5.5.
Okay, yeah, 4.5.
Yeah, so, he had one in week 1, so it's 5.5 total. But he
okay, there we go. So yeah, 4.5 on the day. I mean, first time readers back. I mean, is that the anomaly? You know what I'm saying? Like, is that like, or are we looking at, hey, this is what it's going to be going forward?
So the one thing I'll say, Sky, is about DJ Reader is that he resets the line of scrimmage. Like, he's literally like resetting the line of scrimmage. Like, he is taking one step literally across and locking out his guy. Sometimes it's locking out his guy into another guy, but he's constantly sitting there taking that one step forward into his guy and pressing his man. So that's another thing that's going to be really good, because once you start getting Hutch and whoever else is on the other end and Aleem going, I mean, that is huge.
No, I agree, because it especially with the Aleem point, like it really helps McNeil out and get that free one-on-one, which causes all kind of problems, especially when you get that causes Hutch to get the one-on-one and you're not chipping him at all. Like, I hope every team does exactly what the Bucs did against us.
36.
Just literally don't chip them at all. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's the real thing about it. So, Keegan, what do you think of DJ Reader's debut?
I thought he did pretty well. Obviously, Leo kind of touched up on it. He covered the pass pretty well, and I think overall looked really solid. He was able to, do what was expected pretty much, or like what we thought he would do pretty much. But I liked what he did in this game so far, and I think it's much more to come from him. And I really liked it. I can't say more than that.
Yeah, I think his I can't remember what was his PFF grade off of that. Let me see here. 67.7. So he had a great day overall. I think that's very efficient. What Lee McNeil had 67.8. So like we're getting 2 dominant D tackles in there, creating pressure. So our guys that are supposed to, get the sacks, finish the job, as everybody's been wanting, are finally finishing the job. So, and that with that being said, that Aiden Hutchinson had a 90.9 PFF grade. So, I think this is here to stay. We're going to see this for a while, and we're going to see a lot of different looks because of what Hutch is going to do throughout the season. So,
yeah,
Chris,
he also had good push. Sky, can you share my screen?
I think so. Oh, I think Neil's here. Neil, share that screen. Share Leo's.
That's if I'm still here.
So here he is in the middle, like literally head up
Fucking
on the
but
center, but just kind of he's
I
going to
gotta
kind
watch
of
it
swing
twice.
around here. But check this out. I mean, just a hell of a. I mean, he just got real push, man. I mean, this is your nose tackle doing that.
He did exactly what we needed him.
There you go. Replay that one more time.
Yeah, let me see if I can go slower.
He did exactly what we needed him to do. Just eat space up.
Altariki played well. Just on the point, Altariki Levi he played well too.
It's the double team. This is your nose tackle. Like this is the man. This is the man that's closest to the ball, and he's wrecking havoc on two offensive players. So I mean, he's a huge look. I mean, I think the free agent acquisitions. I can stop sharing. The free agent acquisitions between Reeder and Davenport were phenomenal free agents. Obviously, Davenport's hurt, but this is the reason why you signed them. And so this defensive line is really legit this year. And so they're going to be a problem like all year long if they stay.
You got to figure Reeder only played on limited snaps too. He didn't play a whole bunch this past Sunday.
He played like 25. Yeah,
we still got that kind of production out of him. And what would you say, 25 snaps?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So you can't imagine when he steps up playing 35, 40.
Yeah, when he gets completely healthy. Yeah, I agree.
And when these guys get like comfortable enough with each other, because he's just coming back, but get some more like familiarity with the guys next to him. And I mean, how long did we complain last year about just one guy to take a little pressure off? One single person, and we got debatably one of the best. So, and I mean, I'm not going to say that him being in is what caused Hutch to have the career game that he had. But take me off big screen. I hate this. Last week, we saw Hutch. He was right there. Every single snap. So close. But he couldn't get there. This week, Reeder comes in. He's getting the production. He's finishing. It's not just the pressures. So I'm not going to say that is the Reeder effect. He demands attention. You saw in the clip Leo played, the two guys just look at him and he just goes through.
Agreed. No, and I think it is the Reeder effect, Tori. I like that you say you didn't want to say it, but I think it is. Like, it is another dominant D tackle that's going to be able to make plays outside of Lee McNeil. So when you pair it up,
attention.
Exactly. So when you pair it up with Lee McNeil, Hutchinson, and Ever on the other side, it's working. It's working, and it's helping our back end too, because it allows Aaron Glenn to play man coverage like he fucking wants to, which that's a whole nother discussion. But it's working. What he wanted is working, especially with the personnel we finally got. So, Chris, you got anything to say on that wasn't said? Mike?
Well, I mean, This is the guy I was watching from the pregame show. This is the guy that I was going to be watching the whole game. Don't normally watch defensive players. I watch offensive players, but I watched him the entire game. I mean, he had a chance at a couple of sacks. He commanded a double team every time. It pulled guys in, gave the option for the outside edge rushers to get around. He got through quite a bit. He was only stymied a couple of times, but he got a lot of he wreaked havoc enough to pull extra guys off of our edge rushers. So I loved it.
Yeah, I got nothing to add there, man. I agree with all you guys. He was phenomenal to miss all that time and miss the whole offseason like he did. And, man, I was amazed with what he was able to do in those limited snaps.
Yeah, with the limited snaps that he had, that's really the kicker for me.
Like, the crazy part is the limited snaps he had, like, he was a big factor in the game. Like, even with those small snaps, he was a big factor in the game. Like, you constantly seeing him when he was on the field.
Absolutely. Sorry about the coughing too, man. I've been sick all day. Woo. Woo. Anyways, the injuries we had. What are we thinking? I know the Amon-Ra came back, said it was only cramps, had some things in his leg. Davenport went down. A couple others.
Concussion.
Yeah, I think Anzalone will be fine. I'm not really too concerned about Anzalone. He'll be back in a week. Maybe two, depending on how bad it is. But that was self-inflicted by Barnes anyway, so it was a whiff by Barnes.
Oh, look at Barnes making another play.
Turn into
our own guy.
Fucking
Derek Barnes. No, shout out Derek Barnes though. He played well. He played very well on Sunday. Very well on Sunday. I can't even hate on him.
I don't disagree. But what do you guys think about injuries? We concerned. What are we thinking?
The only one that concerned me was the TA injury, but Dan came out on Monday and said that it's nothing long term. So, other than just seeing that, and then the AA concussion, those are the only ones that kind of, I guess, raised my eyebrows a little bit. I'm interested to see how AA does in protocol this week, because I believe we're going to need him this week with his ability to fly around the field like he does. So, yeah, I'm hoping AA plays this week.
Yeah, Alex needs to play. I agree with you. I don't really like Malcolm Rodriguez out there for extended periods of time to play in the middle of the field. Even at the line of scrimmage so much. It's once in a while, I don't mind it. All the time, we need Alex out there 100%. That's just a fact.
But then again, last season, the game that Alex was at, I don't remember what game. Was that Saints?
Broncos?
No.
I do remember he was out and Jack came in and played.
Yeah, that's what I was going to go to. Jack had the best game, but Jack is a Mike backer. That is his natural position. So we can see his true progression and where he's going. I think if AA is out and we can see where he's going to – ew, that comment is disgusting. If AA is out, I'm not too – I mean, I don't like it. But I have faith in Jack. He had a good position. So I'm also a Jack Campbell stan. But
yeah, I have to agree with. I mean, my thing about Malcolm though is I just like his extended gameplay. He just gets weird sometimes, man. It feels like sometimes he's just kind of lost. That's my only get with him.
When he comes in, teams pass. When he comes in, teams throw.
For sure.
Because he's not good in coverage. He's undersized and he's not good in coverage.
It's just, that's what scares me about not having Alex on the field. Especially with him being as good as he's been. Very, very, very big loss in my opinion if he doesn't play. But I think he'll be fine with the concussion protocol and all that shit. So
he's been our best defensive player so far this season.
Outside of Hutch,
Oh well, yeah, outside of Hutch, yeah.
Yeah, that's 100%. Let's just jump into it since Undone is bitching about it. Jared, Jared, and Ben. What? Who are we fucking blaming here?
Ben.
Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson, 100%.
I'm blaming both of them.
I'm with
I
Sky.
can see that.
I think there was very bad play calling in certain situations from Ben. I don't know if that I got to look back and listen to the all 22 and see if he was killing plays or what the fuck was going on. But he was also forcing out of balls left and right. So that's where I say it's both of theirs. Bad play calling at times on top of balls being forced left and right. And it wasn't there a Dan Campbell comment about it today, or somebody said something to his ass. Sort of like, why were you forcing whatever, like you were the fade, the motion fade to Amon-Ra with Laporta coming across that. Come on, like why are you forcing the ball to Amon-Ra after you did get the look in the pick play? The pick just didn't work exactly like you fucking wanted it to, so you should have dumped it.
Yeah, that was a bad.
What were we forcing that for? What were we forcing that for? Amon-Ra is he's what, 6 foot, 6'1",
about.
Like, why are we forcing jump ball 50-50 to Amon-Ra? Like, no offense, that's not who I want throwing up my fucking 50-50s to. That's who I threw my.
That's not really a throw that.
That's who I threw my.
That's not really a
to.
throw Goff makes. That's not really a throw Goff makes either.
He does if it's Josh Reynolds. Josh Reynolds has done that exact shit. Sam Laporta done that same exact play. Why are we fucking doing it with Amon-Ra? Why are we forcing it to Amon-Ra? We have the easy fucking underneath. That is wide the fuck up. Little things like that. Why are we forcing the quick out in double coverage after you brought your tight end to block? Right? So you have 2 defenders over here. You only have one route going on this side. You bring your tight end to block, right? You take a half a peek left, and you turn and instantly throw the out into double coverage. That doesn't make fucking sense. It don't make sense.
Now you're talking about the
it didn't make any sense. I didn't like that.
That should have been read the 5 and the quick out, and then go back to the middle to Tim Patrick, because he basically ran a backwards circus route. If you guys know what a circus, it's like a C, right? So it's like he ran a backwards circus route, boom, 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 and broke back to the back center of the field. He was gonna be open, but Jared's forcing shit.
Do you guys remember what quarter that was?
That was first.
That's a key play to me when it comes to, like, Jared, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I like that play call in the red zone. Like, I literally love that play call in the red zone. Like, I fucking love it. And I love the protection call. You've seen the bad lineup. You've seen that you needed Laporta in because you needed to slide your line to the left because of what was going on the left, because you noticed that the slant was going to go to the fucking right. So he had to slide protection to the left, bring Laporta in to get the one-on-one on the edge, which it fucking worked. He got the time, but throw the fucking quick out in dub? What are you doing, Jared? Fade the safety with your fucking eyes, look right at the quick out, and throw to the middle of the back of the fucking end zone. He's done it 20 million times. What changed? What the fuck are you doing? And that's the Jared part to me. And then to that point, though, the fucking Ben Johnson part is, why are we not? And I know Vita Vea was there. It doesn't fucking matter, bro. If you run in power zone left, power zone right, fucking 3 times in a row from the 5, we're gonna fucking score. Stop overthinking this shit, dude. When we're fucking 1 for 4 in the fucking red zone. You know what I'm saying? Like, just play normal football then, till you figure something that's gonna work. Not continue to attack Zion McCollum and he's fucking torching you all fucking day long. That's my only thing.
Yeah, McCollum had a day.
Yeah, he's beat you. He beat your guy like 4 times, and then you continue to go, that's still the backup. We're going to continue to pick on him. Stupid. Fucking stupid. That's the Ben part. What do you guys think? Somebody talk. Somebody say something to me because this is a mess
Yeah.
for both of us.
Yeah, let me.
Go, Mike.
All right. So yeah, I'm with Sky. I think it's on both guys. I think it's on Ben and it's on Golf. Like, I understand, like, you guys got plays or whatever, and a lot of quarterbacks do the predetermined things. Whatever look they get, they're going to go to this area. But I don't like that play. The Sky likes to play because what he saw from Tim Patrick. I didn't notice that. I'm going to have to go back and rewatch that in 22. I didn't see Tim Patrick, but I don't like
He's
that
wide
play.
open at the back, Mike. He literally circus route, upfield, back in. Literally what Josh Reynolds done all last year, dude. He's literally starting to come wide the fuck open.
Okay.
The safety faded. The safety faded. So if you're looking for the safety spot, he stayed to the right. He started to go at him, but he still stayed and faded that way. Like it was coming open. But Jared just
It was predetermined. Like, it was predetermined. He went straight for J-Mo. But I don't like that. I'll get back to that and look at that later. But it was another red zone play where Tim Patrick came open as well. He was about to come open in the end zone. He would have had another touchdown, but Goff didn't see that either. He already went somewhere else. But I don't want to see St. Brown getting 20 targets. I don't know if you guys do, but I never want to see that again. Like, he's not the type of receiver, in my opinion, to get 20 targets. He averaged 10.25 last year, so he averaged 10 targets last year for the whole season. I don't get why we get him twice as many in this game because it wasn't effective. And like you said, they were picking on the guy, but the guy was winning those matchups, like
killing us.
He threw 2 interceptions, but he could have easily had like 3 to 4 or more because they dropped a couple interceptions. Like the
interception on Tim Patrick too.
Yeah, the quarterback play was just horrible. Like, the line play was horrible at points too, with the inside pressures. Glasgow and even Ragnar wasn't having his best game either when Vita Vea was in there before he got out. But yeah, it was just bad. Like, red zone. That's why I said I wasn't concerned at the front of this show, because the red zone was what lost us the game. Like, you had 5 red zone trips to start off the game, and you didn't score a touchdown. You didn't put 7 points on the board to the 5th red zone trip. That's why you lost. But y'all can go. Somebody else can go.
Yo, that's what I'm saying, bro. That's it. Compiled Bad's red zone. I get it, bro. But when you get them stacked, just go back to the basics, bro. Like, you just have to go back to the basics. That's like almost football 101, right? Go back to what works. Stop being fancy, and especially when Vita Vea went out. Vita Vea goes out, and we're not just inside zone.
Bro, I was sitting here screaming that at my TV. Like, why are we still not running the ball? He's not in there. He's not there. The big run stuffer's not there, bro. Go right at him. Go right at him, bro.
He fucking loves it too, and I don't understand why he didn't even do it. It's the dumbest shit in the world. It just didn't make sense at the time. It just didn't make any fucking sense at the time. So, and then what Undone said on top of essentially Dan Campbell blowing 3 points at halftime. I don't know if that was Fip or Dan. I think, see, here's my thing. Dan wants to blame. He's going to take the blame. He's the head coach. Yeah. But that is on fucking everybody that was involved in that play. If you're the special teams players and the coordinator, you were standing on the sideline together, literally together, waiting for this to happen. You're like in a circle. All your special teams in your fucking guy are literally in a circle, ready to race out there on the fucking field. How the fuck don't you get back off the field? You're halfway out there. You see the offense fucking stand there. You don't go, oh fuck, and get the fuck. I don't get it, bro. I don't get a lot of it. I don't get a lot of it. Thankfully, Dan just took the L on it and didn't blame nobody whatsoever. But there is a lot more to blame than Dan in that situation. I blame Fip. I blame the players that were right out on the field, not realizing, recognizing what the fuck was going on once the quarterback didn't fucking start running off the field. Like, there's just tons of fucking shit that went wrong right there.
Yeah, let me share here, because I finally found it. I was trying to sit there and find the stupid play, but so here's the Amon-Ra play. So he's gonna have a switch release, so he's gonna come up here, right? And so what he's doing is that this is where, and I said this earlier in the week. So, Golf is going to sit there and tell Ben Johnson, "Listen, this safety immediately is in the middle of the field. So I'm going to go a half read. So I'm cutting the field in half, and I'm only holding on this read right here. So, but what he fails to realize, and this is where, like, coach and player have got to get together, because from the coaching side, it's like, okay, but that's cool. You read him, and you predetermined that you were going to have him singled up, and you're aiming for this spot right here. Okay,
doing it no matter what, right?
And you're going to him, and to be honest, if Golf is saying this, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, but here's the thing, Leo. If the pick works,
right,
if the
right,
pick play works,
and it does, and it does,
kind of.
It does. He actually burns his. He gets to the spot. All right, it's really not an Amon-Ra thing, but here's the thing. Here's the coaching point here, is that you've got 4 men coming. Okay, you've got Brock Wright here. Okay, or Brock Wright and Laporta. Brock Wright's going to clear out. Okay, then you're going to have Laporta kind of come underneath. The worst part about this is that you go from pre-snap, 1 safety. Here's the coaching point. Okay, this is the reason why you can't just predetermine stuff, because post-snap, either Frank or Golf has to sit there and notice that this middle linebacker is actually coming. And one of the things Amon-Ra had said last year or the year before is that Ben Johnson always has a hot route. There's always a hot route built into every play. So guess who the hot route is? He's the hot route. He leaves, Laporta replaces. This is the hot route. This is the coaching point. We'll run the play. Hold on. Let me just make sure that we can slow it down. It's going to make you even more mad because of the middle linebacker going. Boom. Laporta replaces him.
Laporta's going.
That's a hard throw.
That's
a hard throw. So Bill Belichick and Saban say this. The reason why they love cover 1 coverage is because they want the quarterback to actually make this throw up here. It's one of the hardest throws in all of football. And so they're happy and they're okay with the quarterback trying to live and die with that throw, because that's how hard it is.
It's a horrible fucking read.
That's how hard it is.
It's a horrible fucking read.
It's something that the defense will sit there and bait you in.
This man thought the blitz was going to hit. Did not trust his O-line to stand the fuck up and just turn and threw that bitch to his first option on that play. That's all he did.
Yeah, that play starts with Golf.
That is bad right there.
I didn't even see the middle linebacker until like the next day, and I was like, wait a minute.
He didn't even check coverage left. I feel like he didn't even check left at all.
And to Ben, what I will say though, Ben had the right call.
Oh, that was a great call.
Ben had the right call. That's a man beater play, and so he just read it. He just predetermined, and he read it wrong.
Hey, Leo, do you have that call, Ben? It was like a second, or it might have been third down. I can't remember. But it was a third down or something. Let's say it was like 3rd and 4 or 3rd and 6. He only had 2 routes. Like, that's another thing I didn't like watching the 22. It was like 3 plays where he only ran like 2 routes, and like both the routes were going way down the field. Like, I'm talking about like 15, 20 yards down the field. We needed about
you're talking about where the routes broke off at 17 yards?
Yes,
I got
to find that. I got to find what quarter that was in. But Johnson was just on some bullshit. The screens that he was calling that weren't going nowhere because Tampa Bay was all over him. Like this game was a mess. This game was a mess.
I want to kind of.
We're not a good screen team, anyways. In general, for some reason, we're not a good screen team.
Which is weird. You'd think we'd be a lot better at that, but every time they call a screenplay for, it don't matter who it was for, whether it was for a running back or a receiver, it didn't go nowhere in this game.
So I do want to. I had this play up, and it kind of speaks to your point, Mike. I feel like I do feel the addition of JMO kind of has the offense tweaking a little bit. And I'll tell you why.
Because it's another
Let me just
weapon.
Let me just kind of let film kind of speak for me and not just me just throwing out an opinion. Okay, here we go. Here's the play. Give me a second here. So before last year, a lot of the routes, like a lot of the routes were within 10 yards, maybe 15 yards, right? And so we saw that last year, JMO came on late. They were still kind of off. Okay. I think what's happening here is that JMO adds a third layer. So now even on play action, you're going high-low. Andy Reid does this. He did it in Philly. He's doing it out in KC. Okay, so he does play action. Boom. He's always taught some Donovan McNabb. You go high-low, and you're trying to get as much chunk yardage. And I think JMO's sister adds this layer. Here's the play here. Don't take my opinion for it. Just read it for yourself. Okay, you're gonna have. Here's your 3 layers: flat, mid, deep route. These are 3 layers now. Okay. So I think that he's as a play caller and Ben, he's trying to sit there and adjust right to all 3 levels now. And the problem is that with that is that yes, JMO adds that 3rd layer, but your bread and butter is still in the middle of the field. That's where Jared Goff is he's most comfortable with that. And I think that Dan is right. There's going to be some growing pains, and some of these things are going to get ironed out. I do think, from Goff's perspective, I do think he was pressing and was forcing the ball to some guys.
The one throw we're not even talking about is the throw in the dirt. We had Gibbs open on the wheel route.
Where he skipped it?
Yeah.
When I looked at that,
it was like a short screen.
Yeah, when I looked at that play, it kind of his hand is still kind of crunched like this when the ball comes out. So I don't know. I mean, initially it looked like he just threw it in the dirt, but if his hand is kind of crunched, it kind of has me questioning like if it even slipped out of his hand, like on the way out. I don't know if he probably saw a guy and it just kind of like he kind of hesitated, and just that little bit of slight hesitation, it just kind of went off. I don't really know what that is, but that could be a possibility too, because there was a guy. I think it was Zero. Was around Gibbs, not close enough to where he couldn't throw it. But if he would have thrown it on rhythm, he would have been okay. But because of the slight hesitation, it would have broke up that play.
Well, I remember Sewell was out in front too.
Yes. Yes. So on the opposite side, they're going to go back to that play. That's a red zone play. So on the opposite side, you have Brock Wright going in motion, and you've got JMO and St. Brown blocking, and Brock Wright kind of coming around like a puller. So right before that play, they did this, and so I don't know. Maybe it was supposed to go the other way, but because of the adjustment and when they did this, maybe they went the other way. I don't know, but I do think that they're going to go back to that play.
Yeah, because that wasn't a bad play call. That would have worked. Just go off with a bad throw right there, and that play would have worked. I believe that's a touchdown play right there.
I think my thing about like the screen in the red zone is that it just needs to be timed perfectly. I think they do a good job with it, and they're going to go back to it, and they're going to look at film and go, hey, I think it's Ragnow. Make sure you just turn your head to the right and scan the field and make sure our running back don't get hawked from behind instead of running out and hitting a double team that's not needed. That's really what happened. I mean, he ran out there, hit a double team to push him out of the way because he thought that was the only one man to beat, let alone where he could have just stepped, turned, and then just, open up the hole. instead of him getting hawked from behind, which that guy had a great game. I mean, he did have a really good game. So, next thing I want to talk about is the new and improved. We kind of already touched on this. The defense. I mean, I don't have anything to bitch about Aaron Glenn. I think Aaron Glenn's calling good games. I wish at times. I guess I do have something to bitch about. I wish at times he'd run a little bit more zone, just to kind of give our guys a break a little bit when it comes to man and in certain situations, because especially with Terrion with his penalties early in some of those man coverages where he's kind of getting left out to dry and shit like that. It's tough on a rookie, man. It's very tough, and I mean they're putting him in a position that a lot of rookies don't get put in. But hey, man, drop some zone, do some zone blitzing. I need to see it a little bit more.
But Terrion's holding his own. He gets handsy towards the end of the route.
I mean, so do wide receivers. So do wide receivers, though. So I mean, either or.
But he's a rookie, and he's going to get that called on him every single time. I'm sorry, it's a rookie. We know how that goes.
Well, also too,
that pass interference could have gone either way because they're both fighting for the ball as the ball's in the air. But since he's a rookie, he's going to get that called on him 99.99% of the time. They're not going to call that on a vet wide receiver against a rookie corner.
No, I agree. I think Terrion's holding up his own. We always hear the hardest position to transition out of college is quarterback and cornerback. And I think Terrion is coming in and doing great. He was against the Rams last weekend. He was against who? Godwin and Evans this week?
Tough matchup.
Yeah, like he's holding his own against some good guys. I honestly didn't expect him to be doing as well as he is. Besides the few little calls, getting handsy, but that's stuff he's going to learn over time.
Were they bad though, Tori? I still don't think that a couple of them were pass interference. I don't give a fuck what anybody says, because when a wide receiver literally extends his hand to gain room and then you literally extend back, I don't give a shit. That to me, it evens out. You should never make that call.
No, some of them are stupid calls. I don't even think that the one he got on Sunday was that great of a call. Especially when the next set, when we go out, J-Mo gets fucking trucked and he doesn't get a call. Mm-hmm. Okay. But
yeah, it's like not pass interference, but like somehow that is.
Terrion getting a little handsy, but J-Mo gets full on truck. Yeah. No call.
And it's like, oh, nothing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was just that's what I'm saying. Like that's just to me that's a wild call at that time.
But they're gonna call that on him all the time. He's a rookie. Yeah. They're gonna call that on him.
It's just how you deal with it and like the adversity and just trying to work through it and obviously making improvements with it too.
It depends. I've seen rookie cornerbacks not get called for anything. Like we saw, what's the guy in New York with the Jets?
Sauce.
I mean, he's very handsy. Even the Eagles game, I was watching the Eagles game because I didn't have a chance to watch their Eagles-Packers. I was watching that yesterday, and even the rookie there, which we like that quarterback too. What's his name? Quinyon?
Quinyon Mitchell.
Yeah, they let him get away with some stuff too. But these refs that's watching Terrion, they ain't letting them do shit, man. I don't get it. Like, I think the calls are ticky-tack. Even Campbell said it after the first game. He thought it was ticky-tack, but hey, if the ref's going to call it, he's going to call it. But I don't agree with that call versus Tampa Bay because both of them was jockeying for position and they both were going for the ball. Like, I don't agree with that. Is Leo still here or is he off?
I'm here.
Okay. One more thing I wanted to ask you, Leo, about the last topic was, what the hell were they doing on that last drive? Like, if none of them throws went to the end zone, and the last two throws, the fourth down one was skipped in the dirt, and the third down one was a comeback route. And the comeback route would have ended the fucking game anyways. It was like 6 seconds left. So if J-Mo catches that ball, the game is over. And the same thing with the fourth down play. If Goff completes that pass on fourth down, the game is fucking over again. Yeah. We don't have any timeouts. So what were they doing at the end of the game? That's just another thing that we could point out about Ben Johnson and Jared Goff. Because that was horrible. No shots in the end zone.
Let's run it. You want to run it? Let's run it. End of the game, and I believe we're at 30, at the 25-yard line, I believe. So
25, yeah, 25, 20.
Yeah, there needs to be some shot downs on. To your point, Mike, I don't know. Like I said, there was a lot of weird play calling. I mean, you passed the ball 55 fucking times. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's a lot.
This shit. They're all little like a bunch of fucking in routes for some fucking reason. When no one took a shot, I'm literally chucking this bitch to anybody. Tim Patrick.
That son bitch right there, number 9 or whatever for Tampa, bro. He was fucking us up all day. You were the Sheikah or whatever his name was. He had the hyphenated last name.
He played a really good game.
He was fucking us up all day long. He did. McCullum played well. Those two got us all game. You've got one guy running to the end zone. One guy.
Yeah, J-Mo's got to put his feet in.
Yeah, that was a big one, too. I forgot about that one. He only got 1 foot down.
Mm-hmm.
Remember going back to the point about the layers? It's a different.
They love those layered post corners, bro.
Yeah, it's just a different dimension that I don't know if Goff and Ben Johnson have really adjusted to it.
Probably not. I mean,
he's got to get his foot down, or he's got to chuck that out to Khalif.
Yeah.
Okay, so who do we got out here? We got J-Mo, Sam, Kennedy, and Amaro. Is that Amaro? No, that's not Amaro. That's what's his name? Raymond. Because remember, Amaro's out at this point.
He's hurt.
Yeah, Amaro's hurt at this point. Look at Laporta standing wide open in the middle of the field, bro.
Yeah, we're not using him at all.
He's really staring right at J-Mo. Says I'm tired down. Watch.
It looks like Davis Warren out here. One read quarterback.
Right to his ass. Boom. Boom. Right at him. There it is. See? I don't get it, dude.
Hey, run that play from the first angle again. I want to see them other routes again.
That's not there.
Let me just make sure. Looks like you got crossers for the underneath, and you got all stems.
He didn't even look the other way. I don't think. He didn't look
it's double outs with a drag,
look,
but
head, boom, boom. His head doesn't move that whole time he drops back.
No matter where you throw it, it's
not. Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, but this is what we're talking about, though. I mean, you can't just. This is not high school football, bro. Like, you can't just sit there and say pre-snap, boom, predetermined, I'm going here. Like, you have to sit there and read.
So
like,
that's going back to what they were doing last week with the mirror routes, because like Scott said, you got both outs. The problem I have with Goff is you're only looking at the one side. Like, if you're running a mirror route concept, which they are right here, which they did last week in the Rams game when J-Mo got the touchdown, when him and St. Brown ran the same route, J-Mo just won the route more effectively. And this one, Khalif wins this route more effectively here, so he should have went there, but he didn't even look at him. Like, that's the problem, because the problem with this is either way, if you go like some people are saying Laporta or you got Kennedy in the middle here, if you go to either of them, the game is over anyways. You got to hit one of these outs and get out of bounds.
No, I agree. And to your point, dude, is what I don't understand in this play call is, like, you need time to hit this out, and you don't change your protection to keep the running back in when you know for a fact you're never going to throw that running back route in this situation.
100%.
Like, I don't understand it. There's just so much I don't understand about Thursday when it comes to play calling and what we were doing. It's just so weird. Even though, it was a bad, everybody says it's a bad game. Well, he threw for 400 and he doubled up the rim. Yeah, that's great and all, but we couldn't do this in this position right fucking here and do anything in the fucking red zone previous. So,
look, I don't know what I don't know what
400 yards.
Listen, I don't know what the progression is, but what I will sit there and tell you is that just by looking at this, okay, these two are down here, okay, this route is actually capped. So if you're actually reading it as a quarterback, you're saying, okay, boom, route cap. Okay, boom. Okay. The only route that's not capped is actually this guy right here. Okay. You've got 2 defenders. Okay. This route's probably capped. Okay. So now your read is going to sit there and be here.
That's the problem, though, because Tampa Bay actually wants him to throw it there.
So Laporta is actually supposed to draw this linebacker, okay? And he's actually sitting in the middle of 4 defenders, but these 4 defenders are far from him.
You have to throw that to Sam Laporta and let him run to the sideline.
So listen, and the other thing is, people will say, okay, well, let's talk about the
time
pressure.
On the clock right now. How much time is on the clock right now?
I don't know. It doesn't say.
All I know is by the time St. Brown, by the time it bounced off of JMO, when he went to JMO, by the time it was an incomplete pass, it was like 6 seconds left on the clock.
That's what I'm saying. So you throw the underneath the Laporta and let him run to the damn sideline.
Can we look?
The only chance you have here, because if you throw the middle route, you can't get to the line of scrimmage and spike it quick enough.
So let's talk about let's just put the routes down for a second, and let's talk about protection, okay? Because this needs to be addressed, okay? So as of right now, boom, we're about a second in, okay? Like, what the hell is Graham Gasco doing? Like, you got to find work here. You got to find work here. Like, I get that you have no work, but if this guy has outside leverage, like, you got to sit there and kind of help him out here. Okay. Golf can't even step up because he's got people in his face. I mean, so the protection's bad too. I mean, that's probably. I mean, we could blame Golf, but
it's bad all over the place. I'm blaming all 3. I'm blaming the Ben Johnson. I'm blaming Golf, and I'm blaming the offensive line. I'm blaming all 3 on that play.
I feel so bad for anybody that bought this one.
We can run the last one. The play after that was the last one.
Yeah. I have an alternative theory about why so many people
just let it run.
Church, because they are leaving the church like never before. I was going to say I'd like to take credit for it.
You know, a little while ago, somebody commented, "Oh, I can't believe he's never had any."
Yeah, this play's funny, bro.
I'd like to
There's like 4 seconds left on the clock right now.
Well, whatever. Happy Tuesday. Oh,
The protection was horrible too. 4-man rush killed us.
Shout out to everybody that wants me to wash the lettuce. Today's the day. It's happening.
Let's just take a look at Pass Pro.
Don't forget to go to Gordon
See what the hell happens here.
Beef Wellington trash salad. We got to make this happen. I don't want to stand out here in the rain anymore. If you're wondering why
I see a huge hole that Golf could step in.
That's crazy.
He could literally step up.
That's just crazy to me.
But he's got to step up and extend the play. Like, he has to step up and extend the play.
He has to. He has to step up right here.
Yep. And step up, slide in, and extend the play, dude. I think they were going for a hook and ladder there, to be honest with you. But
yeah, I think
that's pitiful. I don't even like the call, but Golf, like you guys said, he should have stepped up.
That was a hook and ladder they were trying to do right there with Raymond and with Kennedy.
But I don't really like the effort here. I mean, look.
That was horrible for a last play.
Look at Raymond and even look at Gibbs. Like, they're just kind of lollygagging here.
Oh, they're doing it on purpose. That's a hook and ladder. He's throwing it to in, and if he catches it, it's literally you toss it to Raymond underneath. He's got to wait.
Yeah, Golf's got to.
Watch, he's waiting. Then he takes off because as soon as he catches it, if Goff steps up in your hole, like you're saying, slides in the pocket and throws a dot, Kennedy catches it on the end and literally tosses it back to Cleek. What? Takes off. Whoop.
Nah, I don't want to watch this.
I don't know. That's shit from Golf and Ben Johnson in there. I'd rather see a shot. I'd rather see somebody like Tim Patrick out there on the field.
Well, I don't disagree with that part, but that's what his job was. It's on Goff for not throwing the fucking ball. He threw it in the dirt, dude. Like
he said where James used it.
A fucking mystery man, bro. That's
Oh,
where he
really?
is. on the shelf collecting dust for another team that's going to utilize him.
Yeah, did he get any snaps?
Yeah, he got a couple. He got a couple.
Watch him go to Pittsburgh and be a demon.
Don't put that demon on him.
Hey, well, we're not gonna fucking do it. Somebody's got to.
Anyone but the Steelers and or Rams.
How about nobody in our conference? That's all I care.
That works.
So, with that being said, honestly, guys, that's everything I want to talk about. I mean, we hit all the points I wanted. A lot of film right now. Appreciate it, Leo, bringing that all 22 in, as always. Appreciate everybody stopping in. Listen, guys, this isn't the end of the road. We're going to come out and have a season. It's going to be great. Continue to stay on track. Continue to support. This is one fucking game at the beginning of the year. What does Dan Campbell preach every single time? Win the season in quarters. First quarter, what do we need to do? We just need to go positive. And then go to the next quarter and go positive. And go to the next quarter and go positive. If we do that all year, guess what? We're in the fucking playoffs.
Yes, sir.
And we'll win our division.
Yay.
Not worried about the fucking Vikings and being 2-0. Nobody gives a fuck over here.
Sam Darnold's gonna come back. Sam Darnold's gonna come back down to earth, bro.
I don't give a fuck.
He ain't really played that well for them either.
Especially this
week.
week.
The Giants. He beat the Giants. Now he had a game this week. Darnold
back to reality,
well,
just like the Bears are already in, Day. Reality will set in that Sam Darnold's your quarterback, and you got to use him all year.
Hey, you don't get no credit for beating the Giants, man. I'm not going to fear no team for beating the damn Giants.
No. You see when they said that in the chat? Oh, he's been good because he got to change the scenery. I said, where he been good at? We really going to give him credit for 2 games?
Yeah.
He beat the Giants and then had a day against the Niners, which I'll give him credit for his day against the Niners.
Yeah.
Listen.
Especially with the Giants? Nah, bro. The defense won that game for him.
Very.
Andy's got a question for you, Sky.
Another one?
He's talking about that James Houston question.
Oh, yeah, Jesus. But yeah. What?
Who's doing better, AG or Ben Johnson?
AG.
AG by like a mile, bro.
AG.
Yeah, it's
I'll
not
be-
even
We still give
get
up.
this shit
Like,
together.
we give up. We'll give you some yards and stuff, but man, we ain't gonna let you have nothing down there in that red zone.
That's why I put thumbs up to begin the show, because I mean, if you think about it, they had like 216 or something yards of offense, bro. Like we weren't supposed to lose that game, bro. You telling me you giving up 100 yards a half? Like, come on, man.
And after we gave up the 117 yards to Godwin in the first half, he didn't have nothing else in the second.
Yeah, it wasn't much going on. Like I like the coverage. Like we had a couple coverage gaps, but most of the game, like 90% of the time, the coverage was good.
I mean, at one point, Baker was 7 for 7 with 100 and like 100 something yards, and they were all to Godwin. That means we were locking everybody else up.
Guys and gals, listen.
Have a catch until under 3 minutes in the first half.
You got to realize that our scoring ability and finishing the job was so fucking bad yesterday, even though we doubled their yards, that we had to go for it on 4th down and throw with our fucking punter.
Shout out
to keep us in the fucking game. Yards do not fucking matter. I don't care about the fucking yards, people. We can't score. If we can't score, it don't fucking matter.
100%.
We score in the red zone.
Shit off.
We blow them out. We blow them out if we score in the red zone. It's simple as that.
Oh, we even have
We got to the red zone a lot more times. Like that, we held them on defense. They were 2 for 10 on 3rd down on their side. So we did what we were supposed to do to win that game.
Yeah.
Other than scoring the red zone.
And then we have the most inefficient fucking day of our life when it comes to the red zone. So, with that being said, on to the fucking next ones. Cardinals. We'll see you soon. We'll talk about that. We got a couple shows coming up. We'll talk about all that. But all right, everybody. Appreciate you stopping in. Appreciate everybody. And we'll see you later. Peace.
Bye.